You need to work on that tummy, you look pregnant again. Do I need to work on my tummy, or you need to mind your business as hard as you're minding mine? Because why are you even talking about my stomach on a video of me putting my baby to sleep? Il est où le rapport? Je comprends pas. Where is the correlation? Huh? I don't look pregnant. I look like I just gave birth 3 months ago. A round of applause for the body. A round of applause for the body. And I'm so proud of what my body has done. This body right here has given me 2 kids in 3 years. And it looks good. So good that my husband upgraded my ring. Okay, come on, round of applause for the ring. Mama, let me upgrade you.
Yeah, that's right, baby. You go tell them.
And just because I'm a content creator does not mean that I have to have a snapback or owe anyone a flat tummy. I think body shaming is so tacky. Like seriously, especially a woman that just gave birth, like who raised you? These types of comments are the reason why someone will literally just wear baggy clothes and just drown in them because they don't want to be judged. And that's why I came prepared, guys. That's why I came prepared. I came in my skin tight outfit because you're not gonna shame me. I am proud of my body and I have a realistic body. And I think that I have to show more of this on social media because it seems like some of you guys have forgotten what normal bodies look like after you give birth. This is what a normal body looks like. Hey, 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 hey. To all my haters out there, I've had 2 C-sections. If you want to hurt my feelings, you gotta try a little bit harder. Okay? Okay? This is not my first rodeo. So this year, I'm all about turning negatives into positive. That's why I'm gonna use this negative comment as a segue to tell you guys things that you can do to make your postpartum experience better and things that you need to do to protect your peace during your postpartum era. When it comes to your boundaries, I need you guys to stand 10 toes down. I need you guys to stand on business. If you don't want anyone to kiss your child, if you don't want anyone to take your child out for at least 3 months, if you don't want visitors at the hospital, if you don't want visitors the first week you come back home from the hospital, you need to communicate that with your family and friends. And when it comes time to it, you need to stand on business because you're going to tell people what your boundaries are and they're going to disrespect you. They're going to disregard it and they're going to test you. And if you just let it slide, it's going to burn you on the inside. You're going to be thinking about it the whole week. You're going to start replaying the scenario in your head. And you don't want that. You just want to nip it in the bud when it happens. It might be uncomfortable, but trust me, you'll feel so much better. You need to remember that those boundaries were put in place for a reason. And when you communicate that to others and they just walk all over you, you're setting a precedence of how things are going to unfold with your child. So, stick to your boundaries and be the villain. Stop comparing yourself with other mothers, especially on social media. If you're a single mom, why would you compare your postpartum journey to the one of a married woman? You're comparing 2 different things. If you're a pumping mom, why are you comparing your journey with the one of someone that gives their child formula? They have more time to bond with their child because they don't stay up pumping every 3 hours and washing bottles and sterilizing. And also, just because someone is doing better than you doesn't mean that your life sucks. Like, I need you guys to listen to what I'm saying. You scroll, you end up on the page of this mom that has it together, and suddenly you think that your life sucks because she's doing better than you on social media. You didn't even know that this person existed like 5 minutes ago. And now you think that your life sucks. Does that make sense? That is insane. Come on, ladies. Let's stop doing that. In fact, if you see someone that is handling motherhood better than you, it should be your motivation. Don't take it as a threat. I think that the best way to protect your peace during postpartum is to unfollow people that don't make you feel good about yourself. Watch a funny movie. Just distract yourself from all the negativity. You do not need that. Next one I would say is make time for yourself. And if you're in one of those situations where your partner is kind of useless and doesn't help you out, you're still going to make time for yourself. You're going to put your baby down in the bassinet, make sure that he's fed, diaper is changed, he's comfortable. Even if he cries, put the baby down, put headphones on, and take 10 minutes to yourself to do something that you like. And if somebody's not going to help you and give you that time, you're going to make it happen for yourself. And I don't want you to feel guilty that your baby is crying. Babies cry all the time. As long as you can see the baby has been fed, changed, and is comfortably in his bed, take some time for yourself. Also, when the baby sleeps, go take a shower. Because I know you're not gonna sleep. So go take a shower. And once you take a shower, even if you're stressed, you're gonna feel so much better. You're still gonna be tired, but at least you won't stink. When you go to bed, change out of your clothes. Or not even when you go to bed, because you're probably not gonna sleep much the first weeks of the baby being around. Just make sure that when the evening time comes, you change out of your clothes. It's something small, but trust me, it makes a difference. Buy clothes for your current weight, not your future weight. Because your postpartum era deserves to be celebrated. You don't have to only celebrate once you're skinny, you have a flat tummy. No, we celebrate this moment right here. I also have a clothing rack in my room where I put all of my comfy sets and some PJs, and that's where I take all my clothes from. Because you don't want to be going up to your closet, taking out clothes, and everything's going to be messed up and you're going to be overwhelmed. So I just have a clothing rack in my room, the one that has wheels, and I put my clothes in there. And I just grab it easy and I put it back, and those are the clothes I've been wearing postpartum. And this will help you reduce the mess and the load in the household. If you have multiple kids, like a child, a toddler, make sure that their toys that they don't use are packed in a container and put in the garage. And the ones that they use, make sure they have a toy rotation so that all the toys are not out all at once. Having so many toys around the house is actually a trigger, and it actually stresses you out without you actually realizing it. Also, it leads to decision fatigue. But I would say that you need to accept the fact that your house is gonna be some kind of messy because you have kids. And even more so because you have a baby, you're going through postpartum and you're tired and you don't want to be cleaning after them. So you just have to sometimes sit in the mess. And it's okay, it doesn't mean that you're failing at life. Messy does not equate nasty or filthy. Guys, get a carrier, a baby carrier. It is game changing. You can have them on your chest and you're sleeping, and you can eat your breakfast. Because one thing about me, I gotta take my shower and I gotta eat my breakfast. I can be tired, yes, but I need to have my shower and I need to eat my breakfast. So I would stand up and eat my breakfast and he will sleep on my chest. But also when you go shopping, grocery shopping, it's easier to have your baby on your chest. Every time I take Ezra out and I put him on my chest, he falls asleep, he's quiet, he looks around, and it's just a good experience. So get yourself a good baby carrier. Something that is small but helps a lot is to get a diaper caddy in every room that you use most often, especially if you have a house that has multiple levels. We have a diaper caddy in the living room, in the office, in my bedroom, and in Enzo's room. So that when you're with the baby, you don't need to go downstairs to get diapers. Alright guys, last but not the least, because the sun is coming down and I don't want to bring out the ring light, get yourself a gratitude book. Okay? My sister got me this book for postpartum, and guys, actually, I'm out of breath because I just ran up the stairs to go get it. But this was actually great because you can go back and see how you were feeling that day or when you just brought the baby home. Alright. So this is the end of the video. I hope that my advice was helpful. And remember that your body gets life and it doesn't owe the internet and aesthetic on a timeline. Let that body heal. Bye.